everybody. Welcome into The Spice is Right. Mark and Melissa here. We're getting ready to do some great food for you tonight. I'm so glad you guys could join us. Tonight, what we're going to be cooking is I'm going to be making a Middle Eastern inspired pork chop. It was a chicken breast that I looked at, but I did chicken piccata last week, and so I want to do pork chop, and I did buy really thin pork chops so they'll cook quick. I usually like thick pork chops, but I did thinner pork chops. And the spices we're going to use are going to be salt, garlic powder, or you can use fresh ground pepper, smoked paprika. What I really love is the Middle Eastern seasoning. So it's got cinnamon and cumin and nutmeg and coriander. And for those of you who don't know, dried coriander is the same thing as cilantro, but it's just dried seed. We're going to use mint, we're going to use some thyme leaves, and ground white pepper. Be careful when you use the ground white pepper, guys, because it's pretty spicy. That's the kind of pepper that they use in hot and sour soup, usually. So we're going to use a lemon, we're going to zest it, we're going to put it between two different, we're going to divide it in the recipe. It'll be divided in multiple things. Those of you who follow us know that I love to cook with citrus. And then finally, we're going to add also 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt. But first, we are going to start just getting other things together first. We're going to do a really fun kind of Lebanese rice. I don't want to call it rice-a-roni because it's not rice-a-roni. But those of you who know what rice-a-roni is, it is vermicelli noodles or very thin pasta that has been browned. Then you remove that, and then you toast your basmati rice. I'm doing basmati. You toast that, then you add the vermicelli back in and whatever your flavorings you're going to use back into it. So you get that little bit of different texture, and I love that. We're also going to do a fresh broccoli with lemon zest, a little bit of lemon juice, and some minced onion and lemon pepper and some garlic. So that's what's on the agenda tonight. I hope everybody had a great day at work. I had a really good day, and I'm glad to be off and glad to be with you all.
Yes, welcome in everybody. We are glad y'all are here tonight with us. Melissa's got an exciting dish tonight. Welcome in. Thank you, Taylor, for the Community Fest heart. We appreciate that. And Taylor, our general manager of FoodtokTV.
Thank you, Taylor.
We love her. She is awesome. I also saw Maria in here. Maria had some pork chops tonight herself for dinner.
Yay!
And thank you, Pickle, for the follow. We appreciate you following FoodtokTV. So, and welcome into each and every one of you. Hope you stay with us for the next hour and watch Melissa cook this wonderful dish.
So guys, I put this in my steamer, which is a Vegas pot. I think I have that on my showcase. You don't get to choose the color, it just gets sent to you in whatever color it is, but it's a really great steamer. You can make ramen in it, you can do all kinds of great stuff. This has water in it. I don't know if you can see that.
Yes.
Can you see that? So it has water in it, and then I just put my fresh broccoli in here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little bit of this fresh lemon zest off of my lemon. And please make sure you're just taking that peel, guys, and not the pith. The white part, because that's really bitter.
Sherry Sanchez, thank you for the new follow of FoodtokTV. We appreciate that greatly. Hey, good evening, Sasha.
Good evening,
Sasha's having leftovers. Their leftovers are great because Mr. Crown Royal, another FoodtokTV wonderful creator, is an awesome cook. And good evening, Sherry LePage. How are you? Good to see you, one of our followers, as well as Kelly and Diane. Great to see all of you. And Scott Safri, thank you for the follow as well.
So we just put a little bit of zest of a
Let everybody know if you're new to the channel, the creator here is Melissa Murd. I'm her husband Mark. She does all the wonderful cooking, and the recipe for the Middle Eastern inspired pork chops that she is going to be doing tonight is already on the FoodtokTV.com website.
Sure is.
As well as other recipes from other great creators. Also a schedule of all the creators, and Food Talk TV is on 7 days a week, multiple times a day, and Food Talk TV is the longest running food talk show on TikTok. So I'm very proud of that honor.
Okay guys, so we're not going to put a whole lot, like we're not trying to like deep fry our rice or anything, but we are just going to add a little bit of oil. And what I'm going to do is I had to come up with these measurements myself. I'm taking what we call here in Texas video, which is actually just like vermicelli, but they're already a little cooked. So they're really skinny noodles. And I'm only going to use a little bit. I'm just going to eyeball it.
Cass said he has almost 2 of everything that's important.
So I'm thinking, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm thinking I'd put about a 1/4 cup of dried vermicelli in here and just toast it up. I don't want it to be all noodles. I just want some noodles. So we're going to toast that up quickly.
Thank you, Tijuana Wood, for the follow of Food Talk TV. And if y'all are just scrolling through, you're watching Food Talk TV. We are, as I mentioned briefly a minute ago, the longest running food talk show on TikTok. Taylor said she cried today at kindness to all without exception.
Oh.
Said you have such great words.
Thank you, Taylor.
I
That means a lot
agree,
to
totally.
me. That was really heartfelt. I had a really hard time not crying myself when I did it.
That's right, Cass said I even have 2 creators on Monday. That's right. RX was awesome this morning.
And I had to miss her. Oh, I'm going to have to go watch a replay. Mark watched her and said it was fabulous.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you? Good to see you, Rebecca Hannah. Thank you
Hey.
also for the rose, Rebecca. And thank you, Bobby, for the follow. We appreciate that. Also, Tiffany, 19760, thank you as well for the follow.
So you guys can see how quick that these noodles brown up, right? Those are quick. And I want a good toast on them.
Thank you as well, Tiffany, for sharing the live. In addition to the follow, we appreciate that.
All right, so now I'm going to turn it off, which is the good thing to do when you're cooking with an induction burner, to stop it.
Hey, Mr. Crown Royal is in the house. How you doing, Jesse? Another great Food Talk TV creator on Friday nights at 6:30. He's a wonderful grill master, pit master. Does a lot of delicious dishes. So,
We're fixing to make that soup.
oh yes,
The tofu.
yes,
I love tofu.
yeah. That tofu soup he did Friday before last was just
Amazing.
awesome.
Okay guys, so you can see that my noodles are just fried up, no biggie. So I'm just gonna set those aside. And now I'm gonna go in with my 1 cup of basmati rice. I know guys, a lot of you wash your rice. I even got a colander specifically to wash rice. But you know what? I haven't croaked from it, so I'm just not gonna do it.
I know you mentioned Rice-A-Roni earlier. Somebody just coming in, tripled out of TikTok, 715. He was actually on our chat yesterday with Kunchi and Taylor. Said, thought you were making Rice-A-Roni when I just scrolled in.
Yeah, what it looks like, it's kind of like that. It's actually a Lebanese rice, which I think is really cool. All right, so let's...
Hey, good evening, Edelinda. Thank you, Kaz, for
Hi,
all the
guys.
nice gifts there.
Thank you, sir. Okay, so what I've got going on in here, and I'm not in any rush. I'm going to turn my stove back on, but not too fast. I don't want to turn it on too fast. And just toast up this rice a little bit. I have put in a garlic clove just to flavor it up. And I think I'm going to also put in some onion. So let me do that. Then while it's cooking, I'm going to cook it with a cinnamon stick, which will be fun. I told Mark I'm very interested in seeing how he likes this. Mark's food, I guess, in food experiments are, you know, just over the past, what do you say, honey, past 14 years?
Yes.
He's pretty much a meat and potato guy, or
used to be anyway.
chicken. Yeah.
So, hey, good evening, Vicki. How are you? Nice to see you. So,
I'm gonna put some of these onions in my rice too, guys.
the creator we have on is MelissaMurd right now. I pinned her individual TikTok site up there. So if you give her a follow as well, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I'd appreciate it, guys. We go on 3 or 4 times a week. Usually it's around 6 o'clock, the same time we're on here. If it's during the work week, it depends on my day. As you guys can imagine, we all sometimes have better days than others, and sometimes we feel like being in front of a camera and helping and showing kindness to others, and sometimes we just want to take a shower and get a root beer and go lay down in bed. So today, though, was a great day. Probably one of the biggest highlights of my career.
Yeah, quite an honor, actually.
Very big honor.
So, Cindy, thank you for coming in to Food Talk TV tonight, and thank you for the follow. We appreciate all the new followers tonight and all of our regular followers and viewers as well. So, thank you all for coming in
y'all
tonight.
are so fabulous. Thank you. So, one of the things we're going to put in this rice, and I'm gonna do it in the skillet, as y'all see. 'Cause I like to cook rice in a skillet.
Cass said the cinnamon stick's a left turn from rice-a-roni otherwise.
It is a left turn, isn't it? It sure is. It is. And I'm going to put a little piece of habanero, and I grow my own curry leaves. So I'm going to add a couple of curry leaves. A little piece of habanero minus the seeds.
Hey, Michelle, good evening. Red Wagon Baker, another wonderful
Hi,
Food Talk TV
Michelle.
creator.
How
She
are
said,
you?
congrats on your speech, Melissa.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. You're so precious. You guys are all so wonderful.
And Vicki, thank you for sharing the live with more than 5 friends. We appreciate that.
Yeah, if you guys will just go down and share it with the top 10 people on your friends list, I'd appreciate that greatly. Because what we get, the follows and the gifts that we get when we're on Monday night, help Food Talk TV do what they do every day.
Absolutely, which is bring this great food content to all of you out there. So, hey, Mia, good evening. Happy Monday to you too, Mia.
Hello, Mia.
I love to see all of our followers come in here. It's wonderful.
It is.
We appreciate it so much, everybody. Thank you also, GLee628, for the follow of Food Talk TV.
Yes, thank you. Many of you may not know this. I do cook rice often. Rice is one of our favorite starches. But what I like to do with rice is I like to fry it a little bit. You can see there's not that much grease in here. And I like to just toast it up. And what that does, 10-second cooking school. The rice, when you're toasting it up, gets encapsulated in oil, and it makes it fluffier and makes the kernels, if you will, or the grains separate after it's cooked. So there you go.
There you go, another 10-second cooking school. Awesome. We'll get that one on there too. So I hope it was nothing. Taylor said that package on her door freaked her out. So thank you, Michelle, for sharing the live with more than 10 friends.
Thank you, guys. All right, we're almost to where I want to get with this.
Hey, there's Mississippi meets Georgia. Good evening. Good to see you. Another great Food Talk TV ambassador and mod. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, Susie Rogers, also for sharing the live and coming in and spending time with us tonight.
Yep, on this live, which is different than being on MelissaMurd, is we cook. We cook for an hour. Usually, I try to keep it an hour. Sometimes it goes over. I think tonight we should be doing good. And then Mark tastes it. We both have a bite of our meal and we give an honest review. We're going to give an honest review. I have not made this dish before, and if I don't like it, I'm going to tell you I don't like it.
Thanks for coming in tonight, Ignite Yoga. We appreciate it. They have a question. They said, I missed the beginning. What is all in the rice at this moment?
Okay, so right now, this is just a cup of basmati rice, some onions, a little bit of fresh cracked pepper, a little bit of olive oil, and a garlic clove that I'm just stirring around in here. I did brown up some vermicelli noodles, about a 1/4 cup. This is 1 cup of rice. This is a 1/4 cup of noodles. And it kind of gives off, you know, kind of like homemade rice-a-roni vibes until in a little bit when I put in a cinnamon stick. That's going to change up everything. I'm also going to add in, besides a little bit of cinnamon, I'm going to add some habanero and a couple of my curry leaves that I grow.
Kaz told Taylor, if that package is on fire, don't stop on it. Pro tip. That's a 10-second package tip.
That's a 10-second package tip for real.
That was great. So thank you, Sneaker Appeal, too, for the new follow. Thank you all, the new followers tonight, following Food Talk TV. Hey, there's Maddie Hearts Baking,
hey.
Another one of our followers. Thank you, Maddie, for coming in. Good to see you tonight. And thank you also, Laura Lou, for the follow as well.
All right, guys, so now I'm adding the vermicelli that I cooked, and it was just a 1/4 cup of vermicelli. It didn't say in the recipe. I just didn't want it to be all noodles, you know what I mean? So we're just gonna give that a quick stir. I've turned down my induction. And then I'm gonna start adding.
We also have FTTV creators in here.
Yay,
Now
guys.
it's the Creator Network, Fortune to the Victors.
Yep, that's awesome.
And I think some people think that stands for Food Talk TV, but it is Fortune to the Victors Creators Network. Thank you, Ignite Yoga and Maddie Hearts Baking, for sharing the live, both of you.
So I got 2 curry leaves, and I got a little piece of cinnamon stick, and then a little bit of habanero minus the seeds.
Yeah, Julie, this is actually a Lebanese rice Melissa's doing.
Habanero, hello! Man, I'm glad I didn't put any seeds in that. Okay, so we got the rice going. Now this is what's really odd about my rice. This recipe for this rice, usually you do 2 parts water to 1 part rice. But this basmati rice says no. I'm gonna add 1 cup and 3/4 of water. But I'm not gonna use water, I'm gonna use chicken broth.
And you can use either one of those, correct?
Yep.
So thank you also, Heather Meyer-Gerhal, for the follow. We appreciate that very much. And Maddie shared the live again. Thank y'all so much for all the shares, all the new followers, and y'all coming in and spending time with us tonight. Also, Kim Craze, 1968, also another new follower.
All
And
right.
Wendy, a lot of new followers tonight.
Thank you guys for coming in. So here's 1 3/4 cup of chicken stock.
Shay Shay, how are you tonight? Good to see you,
Shay
Shay
Shay.
Shay, another great food creator. And Miss Joyce is here also.
Thank you guys.
Good to see both of y'all. Blue Halo, thank you for the follow.
All right, guys. So what I'm gonna do? Excuse my sneeze. So sorry. I'm going to now move this skillet over here, and I'm gonna exchange skillets. So you guys can watch me on the induction. Let me turn on my rice here. Let's get it up to a simmer. Woo! Hello. We're gonna get it up to a quick simmer, and then we're gonna start on our chicken. All right, so let's see.
So you had several bless yous.
Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Kelly, Adelinda, Wendy, Mia.
Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
Paige. How are you doing tonight, Paige?
Okay. So, sorry, now that I sneezed, now my nose is running. Thank you, Mr. Habanero, minus the seeds. All right, so what I'm gonna be doing now is I'm gonna be kind of like making a spice blend. I'm gonna go ahead and let my pan heat up a little bit. And I'm gonna grab my pork chops that I've had sitting over here. You got to cover everything in Texas because no matter where you turn, there's a dadgum fly.
Good evening, Rosie. Rosie said hello, Food Talk. Good evening to you, Rosie. How are you tonight? Thank you for coming in.
I don't usually like pork chops this thin, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'm thinking, you know, I might put this on a piece of bread and call it good.
Okay, you're going to be bringing these over here, correct?
I am gonna be right here.
Awesome, okay.
Thank you for not following me.
Okay, you're welcome. So Rosie had a question. She asked, could you use jalapeno?
You sure can. Listen, it's whatever you want. This is just kind of like a guide to what I found online that looked good to me. And so I'm using habanero instead. It's just because I felt really brave and I bought one. Honestly, I like hot food. I'll be tell you the truth about that. If you guys haven't seen, I have got all kinds of stuff on Food Talk and on my own bio. I do fried jalapeno stuff with Munster cheese and a beer batter. I may do that again on live because that's so much fun. It's so delicious.
Yes, and we are on Food Talk TV every Monday night at this same time at 6 p.m.
I'm telling you, and I show up. I'm going to be here. I don't care how my day is. I'm going to be here. Just like Taylor said, you live and breathe Food Talk TV and nursing. I said, yes, ma'am, I do.
That's right. It's not a bad thing at all.
Nope.
So, absolutely. So we're on every Monday night. Same time, same station, 6 p.m.
These are my teeny tiny little teeny weeny tortillas.
Good evening
all
to
our
you.
Restaurant had over here.
Good evening also to you, Ramona. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Diana, how are you? Good to see you. So, thank you everyone for coming in tonight.
All right, we're going to turn this down because you know these things are going to cook fast. Please excuse my nose, guys. I really apologize for that.
As you can see, Melissa's pork chop there. She's getting ready to
season them up.
Some seasoning on. And thank you, Rosie, for the follow as well. We appreciate that very much.
Sure
and
do.
If y'all are just scrolling through, you're watching Food Talk TV. We are the longest running food TV show on TikTok. And we appreciate you all coming in. We actually have creators on 7 days a week, multiple times a day.
And always looking for new creators too.
Absolutely. So
and that is on the bio if anybody's interested.
yes, you can submit an audition tape, which there's a link on the bottom of the bio to do. Also, if you want to find out more about us or any of the other creators, you can go to FoodtokTV.com. There are bios on us as well as what I mentioned, everybody else. There are recipes. This particular recipe that Melissa's doing tonight is already on the website. And there are also a lot of other cool things on there, including something that the viewers can get involved in, which is called Cook This For Me.
So fun.
And it is Cook This, the number 4, Me. And if you want to see any creator on Food Talk TV do any kind of dish, you can go ahead and submit that on there. So if you want Melissa to say, you know, do a chicken fried steak or anything else to that nature, you can submit that on there, and we'll certainly accommodate that. You actually have somebody that's submitted that you're gonna be doing a dish for here soon.
Yep, and they asked for country fried steak, which is totally different than chicken fried steak.
Yes. Thank you, Mia, for putting that on there. I pinned that for y'all. So it's Cook This For Me, just like Mia put up there.com.
Okay, guys, so next, what I've done is I took a whole lemon. Zest your lemon first. That's key. If you're going to use lemon zest or lime zest or any kind of fruit zest, it's so much easier to zest your citrus before you squeeze it, because once you've squeezed it, it's very hard to get a good zesting. So what I did was I took half, which is right here, and half of the lemon zest, and I put that here. I'm going to put this aside for our sauce in a little bit.
Hey, Mama Mary, how are you?
And I'm just going to start adding. I'm going to start adding to our salt, nope, over here. I'm going to start adding to our seasoning. I am not a big measurer. You guys will have to measure to your liking. But of course, we're going to have a little bit of salt, and that's kosher salt. We are going to put some garlic powder in here. You can use garlic powder or fresh. I'm going to use powder because everything else is powder in this. And I'm not shy with the garlic powder.
Yeah. Dalil, thanks for coming in. She said, I look for new ideas for my daughter with heart trouble.
Oh, okay. This one is fairly healthy. I think you could probably even bake this. I haven't made this dish before. In all honesty, I have not. But I think you can probably bake this as well, instead of cooking it in oil. But it's a very shallow fry. Okay, so what I've done is I've got the salt, I've got half a lemon juiced, I've got half of a lemon zest, and now I'm adding salt and garlic powder, or you can use fresh, and no. Okay, and I am going to now put in, fresh cracked pepper is always best, guys. That's just what I'm saying. I'm gonna put fresh cracked pepper in, and I'm gonna add white pepper too in a minute. But I'm gonna add some smoked paprika. You can use sweet paprika if you want, but I'm gonna use smoked.
Good evening, Caroline. How are you tonight? Good to see you. G. Lee 628 said, so far gluten-free.
Looking good, huh? Yes, I love to do that. All right, so now I'm gonna add some little bit of cumin. Cumin's really earthy. It's very prevalent down here in the South and our Mexican foods. I love it. And then we're gonna add after that, we're gonna add a little bit of nutmeg. And I'm telling, when you use nutmeg, I'm talking use a little bit of nutmeg. Because I'll tell you what, that'll be it. You will taste it.
Cass, thank you for the community hearts. Appreciate that.
We're also going to use, guys, some ground coriander. For those of you who didn't hear me earlier say this, ground coriander's just like cilantro. It's just the seed that's ground up. And I love that. If you guys have the soap issue, I don't know, you might could leave that out for sure. All right. Now, really fun. I'm really excited about this. I'm going to add some mint. I'm excited about this.
Hey, good evening, Michael and Chuck. Thank you for coming in tonight and joining us. So, Melissa is making a Middle Eastern inspired pork chop tonight.
Okay, guys, I just took these mint leaves and I ground them in between my palms. I used about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and I grounded them in my palms just to release that essential oil that they have. And now I'm going to do the same with some thyme leaves. Very, very strong flavors right here. So I just released that as well. And then we're gonna add, can you turn the air down, honey? I'm getting hot.
Yes.
Then we're gonna add some white pepper. Now you do this to your taste. I like white pepper, so you saw I just add quite a bit there. All right, so there we have it. Now, I don't think I put any cinnamon in here.
Now, this is a very heavy spice recipe compared to
I know I did
a lot of the other ones you do, huh?
Oh yeah, this reminds me a lot of having to use my masala daba when I make an Indian food, because it has quite a bit. I'm not going to put a whole lot. I'm putting less than 1/8 of a teaspoon for all 4 pork chops.
Maddie said he likes how you reuse those fruit cups.
I do. I sure do. They're perfect. They're so perfect for just, I don't waste anything, guys. I really don't. You would just think I'm just super cheap, and it's not that I'm cheap, I'm frugal. There is a difference.
Thank you, everybody, for all the likes so far. If y'all could please show Melissa some continued support. Tap the screen for her, please. Like Cass said earlier, tapping is clapping.
That's right. Let's go. Okie dokie.
Well, Delel, we will keep your daughter Sally in our thoughts.
All right, so I'm just going to give this a real quick rub. Yes, these are my raw hands, but yes, I'm the one eating it, and y'all aren't, so it's okay. I'm just going to rub real quick. They didn't say to marinate these. And you can see just a little bit of spice I used, how much sauce we're getting. One thing I am going to do, because I'm an old cook, is I am going to cut into these pork chops so they don't curl up on me. Some people may not know that. Hey, 10-second cooking school. When cooking pork chops, especially a thin cut like this, you want to put a cut or two in the fat side of it, like right here, cut, and that way it keeps it from curling up.
Great tip. I didn't know that. I'm sure a lot of people didn't. So.
All right, so snippety.
Surgery on the pork chops.
Snippety.
For those of you who aren't familiar with Melissa, she is a nurse full time. 34 years.
Seems like just 50.
I'll be here before you know it.
All right, so there we go. So we are all ready to go here. We're going to put a little touch of butter in here.
Taylor
Also,
said great 10-second cooking school.
thank you.
That'd be harder, great 1-second cooking school.
All right. So we're gonna add just that little bit of butter here, and then we are going to get the pork chops in here.
Now, hey Jody, good evening. Jody has a question.
Yes, ma'am.
She, I guess, got on the tail end of that. She wanted to know what the snipping helps with.
So it doesn't curl up. So like if you just release that tension on that fat, that's a lot of times in surgery, doctors will snip more than they need to just so there's not a big tension. That could have been too much information there, I guess. Sorry, guys.
So, Taylor said, "Do you like Grey's Anatomy?" Remember, she told us
Oh, yeah.
she binge watches that.
I like Dr. McDreamy.
Yep, she does.
I don't put a whole lot of stock in the program itself because it's nowhere close to real life.
Well, there you go. She just said, "I want to know her thoughts on Grey's Anatomy." So there you go. You answered that.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's fun, but it's hardly realistic.
Jody said, "Very interesting on the clipping." She said, "Thank you."
Right, you're welcome. Hey guys, make sure too, another thing that you want to do, 10-second cooking school here. Maybe something else you guys might want to do is invest in a pair of really good kitchen shears that you can wash really well. They can be dishwashed or what have you, and just use it strictly. Don't use it for anything else. I can cut chicken bones with really well. They can be dishwashed or what have you, and just use this is strictly my pair. We have 4 pairs around the house, and Mark knows, don't you dare touch this pair.
That's right.
This is strictly my pair. We have 4 pairs around the house, and Mark knows, don't you dare touch this pair.
That's right. Those are off limits.
Those are off limits, just like the decorator towels.
The only way I'm allowed to touch them is to wash them. So, thank you, Molly Lori, for coming in tonight and for sharing the live. Oh, thank you, Mia, for mentioning that. To her, yes, if you could follow Melissa, please.
Oh, thank you. I would greatly appreciate it. In fact, I think we're going to go live for a few minutes, maybe 30 minutes, an hour tonight after we have our after call. And Mark eats his supper and I eat my supper. Then we're going to, one last chance to get into the drawing for the glug, glug, glug.
That's right. Which is a oil spritzer pourer, to translate that.
Yeah, my followers get such a kick out of me making those noises.
Yes, so everybody likes Melissa's sound effects. Hey, Kelly Wiseman, how you doing tonight? Nice to see you. Melissa is actually making a Middle Eastern inspired pork chop dish tonight. She's also making a Lebanese rice and some broccoli. And if y'all are new to the channel, please give FoodtokTV a follow if you would. We'd appreciate it greatly. And if y'all can, again, show some love to Melissa just by tapping the screen.
I'm in here, sorry guys, I'm getting my yogurt out of the refrigerator.
Oh, good question, Rosie. Rosie wanted to know how high is the heat on the pork chops?
Right now it's kind of a medium low because I don't want to overcook them.
Yes, you did.
They're so thin.
I know we were talking, you mentioned something, you don't want all the spices to dry out, is that?
No, I don't want the pork chops to dry out because it's so thin.
No, right.
They're so thin.
I thought you said when we were talking about yesterday something about you don't want the, the rub to.
Well, that's why I marinated it. It's kind of a marinade with some liquid instead of just dry.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, that's a good tip then. So instead of mixing it with the lemon, which you did.
Yeah, lemon juice. You
gave
can use
it some-
water, chicken
right.
stock, whatever. But I'm keeping with the Lebanese thing going on here. Part of me just wants to add a little bit of capers too, but that's just too much, like the chicken piccata I made last week. I told Mark today at lunch, I'm like, you know, Mark, I think these people are gonna think I only make cream sauces. That is not true. And that really wasn't a cream sauce last week. That was more of a chicken stocky sauce, because I am very conscious about weight and try to stay in shape.
Oh, you're welcome. Rosie, no problem. And Kelly said, are those thin chops?
Oh.
Yes, they are.
They look like paper.
Yeah, they are quite thin, actually.
All right, guys and goyles. That was reminding me to go ahead and turn on my broccoli steamer.
Yes.
I'm going to be looking at my arroz.
Kingsy Y, good to see you tonight. How are you?
Man, that smells good.
Thank you, Kingsy Y, for the heartening. Again, thank you, everybody, for all the gifts you have donated tonight. We appreciate that, and those allow Food Talk TV to go on every day and let Food Talk TV do what we're doing right now. It's broadcast all this great cooking and learning of cooking from these great creators to you out there.
I absolutely encourage anybody that's interested in being a content creator on Food Talk TV that you go and check the bio out, and you can submit a video, and Taylor and Kaz and maybe a few other of the creators will review it and let you know what they think. And you know, I think I'd really encourage it. It's a lot of fun.
Kaz, thank you for all the community fest, 125 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Thank y'all so much for all the gifts tonight and your donations. Live goal achieved. There we go.
Does everybody see my doggo? That's my Truett. That's my man. Well, Mark's my man, but this is my little boy, my 100-pound little boy.
Hey, October Dragonfly. Christine is in the house.
Hey, Christine.
Christine made a wonderful pasta last night and a gelatin dessert that I wanted bad.
Mark is a Jell-O fanatic. He sure is.
And Cool Whip. That looked delicious, I'm telling you.
Yeah, he already wants me to make that for him, Christine, and I just got through making him a butterscotch pie, so he's going to have a piece of that for dessert.
Yes, I'll get to see that tonight.
Okay, we're going to turn that down all the way to low. We've got our broccoli going on 2.
Hey, good evening, Jeff. Keeping it in Philly. Thanks for coming in tonight. Nice to see you. Hey, GMA Betty is in here also, one of our new followers. How are you doing tonight? Oh, Fire Mom, how are you? Fire Mom said I set fire alarms off to not making steak.
Hey guys, question. Does anybody see how that is really keeping us from curling up? See those little incisions there, little cuts, keeping us from curling up. Those would have curled right on up, guys, if we wouldn't have cut incisions in the fat.
Good evening to you also, Josie's Italian Kitchen. Thanks for coming in.
Yay, thank you so much for being here.
She said she'd love to be a content creator, but needs a few more followers, so
well, come
hopefully
on.
everybody can follow Josie and
let's encourage each other. Kindness is free. What a gift it is.
It's October Dragonflies. Kiddos are eating leftovers tonight.
Perfect.
They seemed to like the pasta last night. That's for sure. So Vicki wanted to know where can you find those scissors?
I got these off of QVC.
Yes.
And we got 4 pair. I gave one to my daughter. And then one's for my kitchen. I've got another one across the kitchen over here to open paper and stuff. And I gave one to Mark where he tinkers with all his games and stuff.
Kelly
and
said,
unwrapping. You know, these things cut right through chicken bones. These things cut right through the clamshells, the batteries. Just, just perfect. I mean, it was worth the money. It was about $30, but it was 4 pair.
Yeah, we have them all over the house,
we
so
do.
it's awesome.
It's awesome. And I told him, I said, don't come in and get my eyebrow scissors. Don't come in and get my cooking scissors. No.
I usually reach for the nearest pair of scissors, no matter what kind they are.
That is a gnar. Gnar, gnar, gnar.
But yeah, everybody knows how frustrating the clamshells are to get open, and these things just cut them right in 2 so easy. They can also cut cans very easily.
Yeah, for all of you that want to cut cans. I don't know who does that, but you know, it does. It works.
Kelly said she loves that tip. Jody said, yep, that is such a cool tip. And
Awesome.
Kaz said the cuts work.
Thank you.
King ZY said, looks great, Melissa.
Thank you, King.
All
Ken,
right.
I'd really like to see you put out some content. You are just a really huge kitchen person. I love that.
So, Rosie asked, so you use butter instead of oil?
No, I use mostly oil, mostly EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, and just a little bit, probably less than a tablespoon of butter in there. And then I'm fixing to make a sauce. What do you guys think? You guys want me to put capers in here? I'm kind of thinking maybe that'd be delicious.
There you go, Kaz. Great suggestion to go live without 1,000 people. Go to FoodtokTVcreators.com. That is the Creator Network.
That's how you do it.
And it is fortune to the victors, and they can get you hooked up. And Kaz knows well because he is the
he is the CEO and founder of the whole FTTV.
Yes, he is.
Food Talk TV is just one of the umbrellas under
Yes,
that.
absolutely.
They have all kinds of creativity and creators. It's not just food.
Yeah, and we are so honored and privileged to be a part of it. And yes, the FTTV Creator Network currently has, I believe, almost 1,500 people in it. So it is a very well-established creator network. A lot of great people. Kelly said, did you say capers?
Yeah, I think I'm going to put some capers in it, guys.
Yeah, Maddie also said capers would be great.
Yeah, y'all don't have to if you don't want to, but I want to, so I'm going to do it. Uh-oh. Why? You know what I need? I need a caper spoon. I need a caper spoon. I need a caper spoon. Okay, I've got a good idea. You know, I'm always coming up with ideas. You know I am.
Yes, I gave you a follow.
I think from an engineer's loins. Y'all don't look in my drawer here. Oh, look, I got another pair of scissors. Can't have too many scissors in the kitchen, I say. I got another great idea if I can find it. Oh yeah, here we go.
Betty, it's actually just pretty much an honor to be on Food Talk TV. It's not compensatory. Basically, it's just the love of food you get to share with all the great viewers out there, and it's a great community of creators that love the same thing, creating food.
Yep.
Maddie Horse-Baking said, I always use my 1/4 teaspoon for the caper jar.
That's probably a really good idea, but I already put it in my dirty sink. But I have 8,000 of them over here. I've got tons of them. I love measuring spoons.
And good evening, Blessed Acre Homestead. Thanks for coming in. Had a question.
Yes.
What are capers?
Capers are from the juniper berry plant, or in the family. We are going to add a little bit of seasoning to that because I find it to be a bit yogurty, which it is yogurt, right? But guys, you know what I did? This is just a nature's blend, nature's seasoning, lower salt. I'm just going to add a little bit to this.
Thank you, Mustard Queen, for sharing the live. Appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for sharing tonight and for all of the support by tapping you have given to Melissa.
I do appreciate that. So I'm just jacking up the sauce. That's one of the things it says, check your sauce for flavor. And I said, no, it doesn't have any. So just fix that.
Of course, Blessed Acre, any questions any of you have, Melissa is happy to answer.
Yes. I'm going to see if I can get just a teensy bit more brown on here.
Matter of fact, we encourage questions.
Yeah, I like questions. Y'all see the nice brown? And see, it didn't take long at all. I got my rice over here. It's good to go. Yeah, it is. The other thing you want to do is when you're cooking, 10-second cooking school. 10-second cooking school. When you're cooking rice, make sure that when the cooking time's over and you turn it off, you let it set for 5 minutes before you open that lid, because it needs that time. And I know that because I just freaking opened it before.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way last week or week before. Melissa said, don't open that.
Don't touch my rice.
She's like, uh-oh, too late. So, Maddie wanted to know, how often do you go live on your channel? Now, as far as on Food Talk TV here, Maddie, we go live every Monday night at this time, 6 p.m. Central Time. Now, Food Talk TV creators are on every day of the week, multiple times a day. We were the second creator on today, RX, who does What It Cooks, was on this morning. And always, she does the very best presentations you have ever seen.
Gorgeous.
Wonderful food, and the presentations are just unbelievable. Now, on Melissa's personal channel, we usually go live 2 to 4 times a week. Usually during the week, it's always at 6 p.m. Central. Weekends, it kind of varies on the time. As you may have seen, like yesterday, we went live twice, which was kind of unusual, but during the week it's always at 6 p.m. when we go live on her individual channel.
Y'all want to make sure too, even though they're thin, you just want to make sure that they are at least 165. I have surpassed that.
Yes, Kaz added about the rice, makes it fluffy.
Yeah. It do. Okay, so I'm about to add right now our sauce in here.
Kaz, thank you for the vote.
Thank you.
Thank you for the vote gifts, rock the vote. And Taylor, thank you for the community hearts. And also thank you, Connie Bichetta, 86, for the follow.
Yes, thank you guys. You guys have really blessed me tonight. Thank you so much.
And a lot of great new
Such
followers.
my pleasure to come on and do this and just share time with y'all. It's so fun to come in and have a good time with kind people. I love it.
Oh, Vicky said, looks amazing.
Thank you. I'm kind of watching it, guys. I'm not sure that I don't want to add just a little bit. I don't know if I want to add just a little bit of chicken stock. Let me see how it goes. Oh, it's thickening pretty good. So let's turn it down.
Let's see, Rebecca Hannah down there tapping too. So again, thank you everybody for all the likes. So, and if y'all are just scrolling through, you are watching Food Talk TV. We're the longest running food talk program on TikTok. And we're on 7 days a week, multiple times a day with other great creators. Hey, Wild Man, how are you?
Hey,
Wildman said, let's go.
Let's go.
Cooking?
Guys, Wildman is the main moderator for DJ Thunder. DJ Thunder came in our live this weekend and dropped a lion, a baby lion, and a unicorn, a Pegasus,
yes,
and all
he did.
kinds of stuff. I was like, oh my goodness, it's so fun that TikTok sent us those pictures to have
yes,
that.
Yes.
Because, I mean, what else has he given us? He's given us Ferraris and all kinds of stuff. He's just such a wonderful person.
Amazing
and
stuff.
he plays some great music, guys. It's
He
a
does.
lot of 80s music. And he's a first responder, which, you know, is close to my heart. He's actually a sheriff up in South Dakota. And then at night between 8 and 10, when duty doesn't call, he's able to entertain the masses.
That's right. So Rosie said, looks delicious.
Thank you. I wish it was a little prettier, the dish, but you know what? It's okay. I think it's going to be delicious.
Oh, it will be. And matter of fact, Josie's Italian Kitchen, I gave you a follow as well if you're still in here with us. Hopefully you are. And thank you everybody for hanging with us tonight. We appreciate your time and hanging out with us to watch Melissa make this wonderful dish.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, Michelle is back. Awesome. Oh, okay, Josie, actually, awesome you're still here.
Here is our rice, guys. Look how fluffy. And again, like I said, you want to kind of like give it a light fry so it'll separate those grains and encapsulate it. Look at that. No liquid in the bottom. Nice and fluffy. And you can see the darker pieces. That is the vermicelli that's in here. Got a couple of pieces of my curry leaves that I grow and a little bit of a cinnamon stick, which I'm going to take out now just in case it gets on top of a pork chop because I don't want to bite down on that.
I know you asked, Wildman, what was on the menu tonight. That is a Lebanese rice that Melissa just made. And this is a Middle Eastern inspired pork chop. And then she also has broccoli over there that is in the steamer.
Mark is very particular about his broccoli. He does not want it soft. So I gotta really watch it.
Lala said tasty, and I will ignite yoga. I will go ahead and post Melissa's individual TikTok up there.
And guys, we go live too on the weekends, but usually it's in different times. Sometimes we'll cook on the Blackstone outside. And guys, Mark's actually learning to cook and he's enjoying that. So sometimes we do that, but we always play games after we cook and Mark eats. We always play games.
Thank you, Kaz. It is MelissaMurd.
Alrighty, Rooney. Alrighty, Rooney Roon. I'm gonna serve it up. I'll bring the plate over there. I'm just gonna serve it and I'll show them, and then I want to get a picture because I know Taylor's gonna be, I want a picture. I like this color. I like that color, and I'm gonna sauce it up, but I'm gonna get some of this rice.
The color of the pork chops goes great with the dish color. Nice color coordination there. Oh, Taylor said, I think a Mark show would be so great.
A what? A Mark show?
A Mark show.
I would love that. I would love that because I love being in the box with people.
Well, if y'all want some comedy then.
No, he's outstanding. All right, let me get some of this juice up in here. That pork chop almost went overboard, didn't it?
Maybe I could be on Worst Cooks in America.
I wish you wouldn't say that. You're very good at what you do.
I'm just teasing.
Be kind to yourself.
Hey, there's Heather. Heather, good evening.
Heather.
How are you, Heather?
So nice to see you, Heather.
Melissa's plating everything up right now. It is a Middle Eastern inspired pork chop dish tonight with the Lebanese rice and broccoli.
Yep.
Oh, thank you, Ignite Yoga. Just followed you.
Thank you.
Well, we hope to see you, and hopefully some other of you out there as well.
Just a little bit of chive on there, dried chive, so you know it doesn't taste like anything for sure. Okay, so now let me get some of this yummy broccoli for him.
Cass said, I think most of the worst cooks are faking. That's very true. They very well may be, just to get on the show. Because, I mean, with Melissa's guidance and tutelage, I think I've done a decent job. And it's like, you know, if you just follow directions, it's not too bad. And, you know, I started out not knowing what I'm doing. But, of course, you know, me and Melissa have discussed it. And she said the one thing I haven't done yet, which is very true, she said, you have not prepped anything. She said, and, you know, that a lot of that goes into it. And that's probably one of the most challenging things.
Well, and it's
which
timing.
I agree. Yes.
It's timing. But we're going to start simple, honey. We're not going to do, like, many different things.
Right.
Right, with you. All right, may I have your camera, please? So
Absolutely,
grab a picture?
Absolutely. Well, you have to come up with there so we can take a look-see at it.
Okay.
So, Tammy Popoleski, thank you for the follow as well. All right, we'll hop here right around the corner, everybody. Oh, thank you, Kaz, for more of the Give Me the Vote icons. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'm going to take a picture here on your phone, but you handed me your phone without giving me your pictures.
Oh, sorry. Here. Go all the way to the front. There we go. So, Heather said meal looks delicious, Melissa.
Thank you. Let me put a little bit of butter on their broccoli real quick.
And for any of you that are our followers or maybe new followers of ours, we are going to go on a little bit later this evening, maybe in 30 minutes or so, because we are having our monthly drawing tomorrow, and give some people a last minute opportunity to get some more get some more entries in for the what?
Oil mister.
There you go. So Heather said, I can't wait to get the recipe for that Lebanese rice.
You got it.
And
You
the
got
pork
it.
chop recipe is already up on the FoodtokTV.com site.
Bingo bongo.
And for those of you interested in any of the recipes from Melissa or any of the other creators, you can go to that site, FoodtokTV.com. There's also a schedule of when all the awesome creators are on, as well as bios and recipes.
Now I'm going to turn this to you.
Oh, okay.
Here. Okay, so Mark's taking a... Come over here a little bit more. I want everybody to see my grocery list.
Oh, that's really good.
Do you like it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, get you some rice.
The flavor really pops in your mouth. It really does. I mean, it's very good. I mean, you can taste the mix of the lime zest in there. The lemon zest, I mean, yeah. As well as some of the other spices in there. It's really good.
I'm interested to see how you like the rice.
It makes a good mix. The mix of the spices is really nice. Mm. It's good. Might need a little more salt or something.
I got a spice cabinet. I can do whatever you need.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was better?
Yes, absolutely. That's very good.
Now how about try that broccoli?
Very soft and airy.
I think I made the broccoli perfecto for you.
Mm-hmm. I like it al dente, and that's the way it looks. Mm-hmm.
Yep, thumbs up.
Mm-hmm. Two thumbs up.
Thank you so
Another bite of
much.
this.
Thank you, and saying Angel. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Mia. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna use my fork again. I mean my.
Can I try it?
Of course.
Here, you hold this. I'm gonna try it real quick, guys, and then we'll sign off.
Thank you, everybody. Really good.
I like that.
That lemon really pops right away, doesn't it?
That's because I seasoned it with half a lemon and half the zest, and then I used the other half of the lemon and the other half of the zest to put in the sauce. So it got a double dousing.
Right. I remember in the recipe, you divide it, and then.
I love that rice.
Oh, thank you, Insane Angel, for coming in. We appreciate that. It's really good, isn't it?
Up high. We did it. Spicy
Another
right
winner.
now.
Another winner. So, all right. Another great meal.
Well, can you turn it?
Yeah, let me pop it around here.
For coming in to Food
thank
Talk TV
y'all.
tonight. We appreciate you. Give us a follow at Food Talk TV and find some more great creators.
Yep, 2 more creators on tomorrow.
Let's go.
Kunchi and Mayumi.
Naomi at night. Yep, it's going to be fabulous. So you guys come on in and join us. Also, if you're interested, oh, hey, DJ Talk, love you.
DJ Talk,
Hi,
how
love
are you?
DJ Talk. Y'all come on in and see us. Adelinda, good night. You guys come on in and see us on MelissaMurd here in a little bit. After we have our after call and finish our supper, we'll be on.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Thank you, DJ Talk. I love you.
Thank you, Naomi, for the new follow. We appreciate that. Come watch some of the creators tomorrow as well. And we will see y'all next Monday night. We love you guys. We appreciate everything. And we'll see you next Monday night.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Happy eating.
Bye-bye.